Hi, it's Dyson Williams here. Very excited to walk you through this year's edition of the Tucker Out Lymphoma jerseys. When the jersey design process starts, all it is about kind of, keeping it fresh, it nice, and honoring Tucker the right way. It's been a fun kind of thing to do, to be able to honor him every year since, I was asked to design it back in 2015, just after he, unfortunately passed away. So, I look forward to it every year. We'll start from the top down. We got lime green ribbons, on the collar. These ribbons, represent the lymphoma cancer ribbon. With my brother battling Burkitt's lymphoma at a very young age, it's you're going to see a lot of lime green all over the jersey. Next, right here, we got the Braver Than Brave patch with Tucker's name on it. The colors kind of just match the FireWolves team colors. And this is the same exact design on the very first patch for the first ever Tucker Lymphoma game back in Buffalo in 2014. My dad was able to, be a part of it as a player in the first ever game, in honor of Tucker. And Tucker was battling, in and out of the hospital at the time, and he was actually able to be at the game. So to have the original patch on it is pretty special to have, and is something that always look at right at the corner of the jersey, and be reminded of kind of where Tucker Lymphoma Night was 12 years ago to where it is now. It's obviously come a long way, and my family and I are very, very proud of kind of where it's come to. So now we got the main center logo here. We'll start with just the Braver Than Brave guy in the middle. So when my brother first got diagnosed with Burkitt's lymphoma, and he had his initial surgery, and he was in the hospital, the nurse told my parents that Tucker was braver than brave, and that kind of took on a new mantra, a new meaning. But this was the first kind of superhero with a T in the middle, and a 51 on the arm representing Tucker. It was designed by our cousin Jacob, and he did an amazing job with it. The original logo actually had the lacrosse head on one end and a hockey blade on the other end. But for the Tucker Lymphoma Nights, just going to keep it with lacrosse. But the only details change. We have a wolf head on top for the FireWolves. The two other teams that wear the jerseys, the Desert Dogs and the Bandits, each have their own take on the head. Vegas uses kind of an Elvis-looking head, and then the Bandits have their kind of bandit hat on top. But it's kind of cool. We all have the same jerseys for the Tucker Lymphoma games, but kind of have our own team's taste on each one. And then on the ring, we got the flames on the side for the FireWolves with 51 in each. Tucker's number 51. I'm very proud to wear it. Our dad wore it, my sister wears it, and it's a family number now, and one that it's really cool to see kind of all over this jersey. And move to this side of the jersey. We got Tucker Lymphoma just kind of repeated, typed out on the side panel. Once again, you think what Tucker Lymphoma Night has done for childhood cancer awareness, or the original game, giving Tucker some hope and some love, was really special. So just to have that kind of repeat on the side, his name all over it once again. Lymphoma, the disease that he battled so hard, is really special, and it's just a nice subtle touch to have on the side. And moving on to the back, on the collar, where the ribbons connect, you have Tucker's name once again on it, right above a picture of him playing. This is one of my favorite pictures. It's his eyes on the net, him taking a shot, and he had a natural ability to find the back of the net when he was playing lacrosse. Some of the smoothest hands I've ever seen in my life at such a young age, and this is the sport he loved. He loved playing lacrosse, and he loved just being with his teammates, being with his best friends, and to be able to look on the back of the jersey and actually see his face is truly special. This picture has been on the back of every Tucker Lymphoma jersey. I definitely miss him, wish he could be here, and but it's a very special way to honor him, and why he loved playing lacrosse so much, and why it was his favorite sport. And right below the number, we got the Braver Than Brave with the lymphoma ribbon once again, just kind of wrap it all up. What it means to be brave than brave is just to fight, to not let others really know that you're struggling. Tucker, he showed us that he never wanted anyone else to know he was in pain. he, was the one to always put a smile on people's faces, make people laugh, even though he was having some, really tough times, really hard days. But at the end of the day, being braver than brave, just, and smiling through everything and being as tough as can be. And, I'm extremely proud to be, Tucker's older brother, and I'll, forever be looking up to him, and, forever be proud to call him my brother. And, I've learned a lot from him, and I'm just very thankful to, have had such a great time with Tucker throughout his life, and get to honor him on Tucker Out Lymphoma Night 2026. If you would like to support the fight against Burkitt's lymphoma and other forms of childhood cancer, please consider donating and checking out our jersey auction, which will be available leading up to our game on the 18th against the Bandits. These jerseys are obviously really cool, and you get a chance to get some game-worn Tucker Lymphoma wear. So we appreciate all the support on behalf of my family and I, and we look forward to seeing everyone at the game. Go FireWolves, and thank you so much.